Hi everyone, I'm back again with another layout process video. This one is called Oh Lovely Day. As you can see, I already laid out the more or less how the layout is going to look. I was just playing around with it because I at this point had already started playing, obviously, with the paper. And here I'm just freeze framing some stuff. Those are some wood veneers from Studio Calico and a Lakeside collection. I can't remember who the company was. That's a K & Company bags that I use. I use those two that I point out. The two ribbons, those are American Crafts dimensional stickers. They're a couple of years old, maybe from 2012. And these are some dimensional stickers also from American Crafts. I do end up using that happy birthday banner and I don't know if I use the celebrate, but I do use the birthday hat on there. And these are some pebbles bows. I do end up using some of the bows, but not with the paper clips. So here I had already made up my mind about what I was going to do on the layout. And I came across some old photos in my drawer in my desk. And so I'm trying to scrapbook some of the ones that I've found that I'm in. When the mood strikes me, I just pick out these photos and I get started on scrapbooking. This was a complete collage, like on an 8.5 by 11 paper. I did trim it to size because it had a border, and I decided that it needed a paper background behind that. The papers that I'm using are from Dear Lizzy's Oh Lovely Day collection. Or not Oh Lovely, just Lovely Day. That's what it's called. So here, this is a canvas-backed glitter ribbon, and the other blue that I use is actual glitter tape. So they're two different materials, but I decided that the triangle piece needed some sort of border, and I didn't want to do washi tape because I've been using it a lot more, but I've also had these in my stash for a long time. So I wanted to use some older product and some newer product. If you can tell, my phone is up towards the middle, almost to the middle of the screen. And I took a picture of how I laid it down more or less. I think that's I think it really helps. Like, I can't take something off and then put it back on exactly where it was. And then it'd drive me crazy if I don't have it the way I had laid it down. So here I am putting the triangle, and I go back to my photos. If you can see, I touched my phone and I'm looking at the picture so that I can see more or less the idea of the layout that I had when I had been playing with the paper. And so I'm putting the whole photo down, and then I'm going to add my embellishments towards the top right and the top left, the top of the picture, and on the left hand side of the picture. I did use that yellow paper with the ampersand. That is also from the Lovely Day collection from Dear Lizzy. That happy bingo card I did end up using, and that's from Recollections. I don't know what paper line it's from though. I needed an extra hand, and I was holding on to that yellow ampersand because I wanted to put down these little glassine little bags from K & Company. And I don't end up using them as pockets or anything, but I did like the fact that they kind of flank that top paper or bingo card. And it gave it different textures because it's got like a shiny sheen to it. So I like all the different looks of the different papers. The Happy Bingo card is actually chipboard, so it's a little bit thicker, so it also gives it dimension. And the cutout, of course, is made out of paper, and then the glassine bags they're a different texture. This little journaling spot is from Heidi Swapp, and this mint foiled or baby blue colored foil heart is from a Mambi journaling card from like a brand new baby boy set. And so is that glittered heart. I cut them out of the 3x4 cards that they came in. So that's a way that I like to, that's a little tip, like I use the journaling cards or even the Project Life cards, when they have a bigger embellishment like that, I like to cut them out and use them as ephemera. I cut out that tag from the Lovely Day collection from one of the cut-apart sheets, and what I do generally is, usually nowadays paper packs come with cut-apart sheets and borders and all that tags. I cut those up so that I can start using them with the paper. It kind of gets me, it gets the creative juices flowing. That I Love Us little tag is also another Heidi Swapp little journaling card. I think they're 2x2s. And here I'm putting another heart embellishment. I'm going to come in with smaller heart. I think there's one right above that package with the rosettes. And I'm going to use them to create a visual triangle later on. So I'm shopping for an area for that little heart, and I'm trying to see if I can use that other Celebrate banner. And I'm also shopping for the other dimensional stickers to see if I can use the sticker sheet up. And I do find, I can't recall if I find a place for this one or not, but I know that I want the journaling spot there. And I guess I do use that banner. I put a happy birthday dimensional sticker over the pink glittered heart because it seemed like it was too, like there was a hole there almost. So it was calling for something to be laid over it. And here I'm shopping for other areas to use these dimensional stickers because I do want to use some of my stash up. And I find a spot for that party hat, and I also lay it over the heart because it called for embellishment. So I decide to make that one of my not journaling areas. It does have a journaling area right next to it, but I decide that I want to put in, it's a cluster. That's what I was trying to say. I go ahead and use some baker's twine from the Target dollar spot to put a hole. I punched that hole in the tag and I put some twine through it. And since I did incorporate that party hat, it had a navy blue color. And it also had it on the yellow ampersand card. I wanted to bring it in also more. I found that I wanted to use these paper clips, but they weren't working for me as a paper clip. I tried to shop around for 2 more areas in the cluster, and I just found that even though the paper clips were small, they weren't exactly laying how I wanted them to, or that the actual metal piece was a little too cumbersome. So I decided to take them off the paper clip, and here I'm still trying to shove them in there after I had already run some glue tape on it, or the tape runner behind the paper. And I haven't yet tried to take it off, and I'm still shopping for another place to put that bow on. And I realized that I want it under the banner because I tried to shop for that area. And I'm sorry that my camera isn't set the way I wanted to, or I'm not in frame. This is a new area for me where I'm at. I recently changed my craft room setup, and so this is fairly new, so I'm still trying to figure out the way it's lined up, or the camera is. I like this setup now more because I can put the camera above me, but I need to go ahead and get that I figure out now that I can place the bows. I had an aha moment and I took off the paper clip. And I'm still shopping around for an area for that third heart, and I do find a place for it, and I end up using it. But for now, I go ahead and start looking for other little embellishments. And this is probably what takes me the most, although I had just gotten back to scrapbooking. I think I did like a few projects in February, and this is the beginning of March, and when I did this layout. So it took me a while, and it usually takes me a long while to scrapbook anyway. I'm a very slow scrapper. It takes me about an hour and a half or so to scrapbook, which is why these videos are so sped up, because usually they're like 8 times sped up. There is that third heart that's foiled. It's two, oh no, there's another one also by that small journaling card, the 2x2. I found some extra, like, empty space in the photo collage, so I just decided to put a third cluster there. I made the cluster towards the bottom with my age because this was a birthday celebration pictures, and I was pregnant with my first son here, and I remember going to the Cheesecake Factory and my food was awful. And we watched the movie Up. It came out that year, and I bawled and bawled and bawled. And I think even with all the hormones, being pregnant and also watching the movie, that movie makes you cry even when you're not pregnant. But it's such a good movie. And that looks like the end of my layout. I have close-ups coming up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have yourself a great day. Bye!